Good energy, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Energy Talks. I'm your host, Iman Arabai, Renewable Energy Engineer. This episode is sponsored by Integrated Safety International Services. From the frozen edge of innovation in Germany to the warm shores of the Gulf, a bold idea is rising. Imagine a ship so massive it could carry 60 times more liquid hydrogen than anything sailing today. A dream that could reshape the future of a global energy trade. This is not science fiction, this is Hytra, and today we will dive into their vision, challenges, and their promise of hydrogen-powered tomorrow. With me today is Louis Kiso, co-founder and CEO of Hytra. He actually flew in from Dubai just to be here with us today. Bol, how are you? Welcome to the show, and how's your energy today?
So thank you very much, first of all, for inviting me to come. It's my pleasure. I'm doing very well, and I'm very happy to just talk a bit about myself and about how I can maybe give some information out to the world.
Great, really inspiring to have you here. Let's start, Bol, first by introduce yourself to our listeners. Who are you, Bol?
Sure. So first of all, yes, my name is Paul Louis, and I'm 20 years old right now, so I'm quite young, I would say.
Yes.
And I started when I was 16 with this idea, but it came up when I was very young. I'm just my interest in hydrogen, and now it flew up, and I'm here right now. So
Great.
Doing a lot of work, but now putting it out.
And where did you from originally? From Germany?
I'm from Germany.
Germany.
Yes,
and what did your background? Did you study in university?
So I started this idea when I was in school. So I've been self-studying a lot because my interests have been in hydrogen since I was 1 or 2 years old.
So you didn't go to the school or university?
I gone to school, yes, but it started during the school.
Yeah.
And I came up with the idea. We founded the company, even though when I was in school, actually. And then I studied physics, but I didn't finish it because I didn't have time for it simply, and I just dropped out at the end of the bachelor's.
Yes.
And just do it now fully. You know?
Great. Well, this is an inspiring story to tell. We will dive into it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so why did you always imagine to working in energy and shipping, or just this was a surprise path for you?
I was pretty surprising. So I was, you can say on my early days, I was a nerd. So I was reading through books, making up some information. And I was just curious about it. Nothing economically or in my work, I didn't thought about it, just my interest. But when I was 16, when I just told first, the idea came up, you can even do something with it because I understood there is a problem. And at the end, I saw an opportunity, so I gone through it and, it worked out.
That's great. So you like the concept of green hydrogen?
Yes, I really like.
Okay, that's really nice to meet you and to hear that. Now let's dive into the story behind Hytra. First, sure. Hytra. This is a unique name. What does it mean? Is there a philosophy behind it or a vision?
Yes. So Hytra is basically the HY is for hydrogen and TRA is for transportation. So it seems to be very, let's say, not so creative.
So HY is hydrogen, transportation.
Yes, correct. So simply what we are doing is hydrogen transportation. So Hytra is a good name so people can remember.
Exactly.
And this is
simple and to the point. It's
correct.
Clear.
Yes.
Great. And so you started as a bold student idea back in 2022.
Yes.
So what has inspired you to take it forward so quickly into a company?
So I've seen, and this idea came up the past years, that the largest problem in this field, in the hydrogen field, is the transportation. And I was diving very deep into the transportation field, and I saw there is an opportunity. And I thought, I need a partner for it first, who is very experienced, and there my co-founder came in. I think we'll talk about it later. But with his expertise in shipping and the technologies behind it and even transportation, we identified the problem perfectly, and then we just founded the company and did our way.
So you study it, you research about it, and then
yes.
And was there a light up moment that you think, okay, this idea will work?
So we started first with different kind of, but still tanks, but different kind of insulations and so on. But once we identified that it's not only tanks, but it's even the ships behind it.
Okay.
It was like, yes, it makes sense. And therefore we were like, okay, we have to go and do it. And so we did technology.
So you do have a previous project or work before hydrogen?
No. We didn't. So we started with hydrogen directly. But we thought that the problem is only like the tanks behind it. So we started.
The storage, you mean?
Yeah, storage. Yeah, storage tanks with, for example, fueling stations and so on. And it quickly came up that it's not the only problem. So we tended to go to ships as well. And it was like, yes, this makes sense.
This is the moment.
Yes.
Great. Now, just to clarify to the listeners, as I was before, Hytra is officially registered in Germany in the Rostock region. Is Hytra officially headquartered in Germany, Dubai, or somewhere else here in Oman?
It's headquartered in Dubai. We have a subsidiary company in Germany still for the European market.
Okay.
And we have a sub-company in Qatar.
In Qatar.
Yes.
And what about Oman?
Oman is, we are working very close with it, but as we are a startup, we cannot like boom and go out and make companies. But still, we have a very strong relationship with Oman due to their like unique position in the hydrogen field. And this is where we are right now going up from, because we settled up now in Dubai. And this is where we have to get our office done and
Dubai
everything.
is a good place to start.
Yes,
Yeah, for the investments.
It's internationally known. You know, we have to act with international people. But still, Oman is very close to us.
Yeah, because Oman is now in their vision to be the green hydrogen hub, and they're doing very well in terms of green hydrogen.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe in it, and I really appreciate the government and the people pushing for it. And this is why we strongly accept this.
Great. And so your company is contained of 9 people, covering naval engineering, fluid dynamics, and finance.
Yes.
So how did you bring this team together?
So basically, the main team is engineers. Simply, if it's from a ship or tank engineers, it doesn't matter. But still, this is like our technology, right? So, and we have to build it up. And then there is someone who is doing like the business development for us, because we have to do projects at the end. Once we finalize development, we have to go into logistics as well.
Yes.
And this is why we need someone, or we needed someone who is in this field, and finance, because simply one of the largest pain points is always finance, not only like getting funds, but
the monetization.
Correct.
Yeah.
But even though tracking it correct, even for investors, for our investors and everything. So we needed someone who's in this field. And our team is perfect. It's our core team. And we are still working with subsidiary companies, third contractor for some different aspects.
So you're 9 total, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but 9 quality, not
correct.
So many.
Correct. And the rest, which is I'm not evaluating for the core team, like subcontractors, they are still working for us, but not in the core team.
Okay. So you have the idea in 2022, and you developed the company in 2023. So is there any milestones through this 1 year, like any challenges you have faced?
Yes. So I was pretty young at this time.
Yeah.
And first of all, I was not I was not 18, so I faced legal issues first. The second thing is we were not sure if we need the company at this, a company in general at this time, because we were just doing studies and research, I would say. And once we finalized the studies and research, then we started making up the company, because we had a concept and we had the technology and we wanted to patent it. And therefore, making it now legally, it makes sense.
Yes, yeah. I've read some patent. I will coming to it. Okay. Now, of course, the listeners or the watchers are curious. What's their mission and vision? So, Hytra mission is to accelerate the transition to green hydrogen. Hydrogen is transportation. In your words, Boel, what makes Hytra approach is unique in achieving this?
So we're having not only technology-wise, but even in our mission, we're having a different kind of vision than everyone else in the market, I would say.
Which is?
Because we want to start a very new economy, right? So hydrogen is a new field and market, and we're taking risk in compared to other companies. And Rockefeller did it with oil and gas 250 years ago, and we want to do the same approach as Rockefeller did, right now. So we are building up like quite huge tankers with a lot of hydrogen in it, for a market which is not having like so much demand at the market. But we are taking the risk that so that the market can adapt on it. So we are a first mover, and we are taking this risk for building it like in very large sums at the end, and not on small scale.
Okay, and you choose the liquid hydrogen, but did you consider before the ammonia, the methanol, the liquid organic hydrogen carrier? What makes liquid hydrogen the right choice for you, and this is the future fuel for transportation?
Oh, this is like a very large topic, and thank you for the question. So for sure, we did a case study on which is the right carrier. There's ammonia, methanol, many more, as you said. And we saw, okay, liquid hydrogen turned out to be the most efficient and cost-effective way to transport it.
Cost-effective?
Yes, and most efficient way.
Efficient.
And this is like the two parameters which matters at the end. But still,
and the environmental. So
yes, environmental, yes. Yeah. So it's non-toxic. You can just stream it out in the air. You can burn it up. There has to be some safety measurements as well, but still it's quite good. The only problem at this time was technology, actually. Like, if everything sounds so well, there's always like something which is not good. And so the technology was not ready at this time. And this is why we developed our technology.
Great. I mean, you're young and mashallah, we say here in Oman and Dubai. So how do you see the larger scale hydrogen shipping shaping the global hydrogen market and infrastructure over the next decade?
So I think first projects will be started at 2029 or 2030. Where now we have to plan out like logistics and everything, but at the end, there will first projects start, and I think in 2035, where like some projects got established and you see the chain is running, the market will quickly adapt to it because it's governmental backed by many governments in the world, not only here in the GCC, but even out there in the world. And so I think same as in the energy field with, I like this example because Tesla is a very good example. They had 10 years of like time where they put on cars, put it out, make it possible. But then it quickly turned, and now see where Tesla is.
Yes.
Large company, well established, so on. We think the same.
And the EV charging or the EV cars is like coming very fast globally and also here in Oman.
Yes.
It's increased. So I would think maybe the same will happen to green hydrogen.
I think so.
Yeah. So your main focus now, I can summarize, in the transportation and shipping.
Yes.
Not in the vehicles or the trucks or anything.
Correct. So we are looking for well-established partners, and we are doing it right now from the customer side and production side. And we are just, let's say, we combine them together and do the transportation at the end.
And do you? I'm not gonna go now.
Yeah.
So consider this as appetizers from me.
Okay.
Now let's dive in more into the main course of our episode. So your technical products. And here's the challenge. I'll give you 2 minutes, okay?
Yes.
Sell your product to the camera and consider us like investors.
Sure,
okay?
sure.
Let me do the timer for you.
Sure.
Okay. I'm so ready for this. I wanted to see your technical skills, sales skills.
Yes.
It's 2 minutes is enough for you.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna start. 1, look to the camera. 2, 3, go.
So the main problem with liquid hydrogen is that people do not understand that the problems behind it is the volume and the weight. And so misconceptions and misconcepts are in their heads of companies, of technology leaders at the moment. But we've seen these problems, and on this case we identified it and made up our technologies ready for this kind of case. And this is where we thought completely different on ship and tank. And the ship right now is an LNG ship, and they just modify it. But the hull itself is completely different in our ship rather than compared to our competitors. And our USP here is that we thought about the problem completely, but not only on innovation side, but even on how to integrate it, because we don't want it to be a space rocket science. We want it to be implemented very easy. So not only the innovations we have done are very good good in, let's say, cost and efficiency, but even our technology is very easy to adapt on, let's say, ports, into infrastructure and supply chains. So we are bringing on both sides, one side the innovation with new costs, new efficiencies, we are rising up, but on the other hand side, making the market possible to adapt on easy. And I would say this is the USP Hytra is bringing to the market now to making liquid hydrogen possible.
Great. So 1 minute and a half.
Ah, so good.
So what I take is you have the product LNG ship and you develop it.
No. So we are. What I try to say is, competitors are now using LNG ship concepts, and based on that, redefining it and like readapting it.
Okay.
But this is the wrong approach, and we doing it completely different.
Completely different.
Yes.
So your products is like, do you have any features? Is it?
It starts. I don't want to get very technical because it's in our hands.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say is. When you first of all look on the hull from the ship itself, I'm going now into the ship. Tank is a different
now
topic.
we're talking technically here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So even the hull of the ship from an LNG ship is not efficient when you put on liquid hydrogen. The ship is just, let's say, a platform where you put something on and just go through the ocean, like very simple set. But the hull for this kind of liquid hydrogen atom is not well optimized. And so you are just losing money because you are building up materials which you don't use, and you are losing a lot of efficiency because you're just burning up, let's say, for example, your fuel for nothing.
Okay.
And at first glance, the hull from Hytra ship is completely different compared to common ones.
Okay.
And now, if I'm allowed to go into the tank as well.
Yeah. Go ahead.
In our tank, the NASA has done very good work since 1950s. It's a very, very well optimized tank. The problem is it's too expensive. Nobody can afford it.
Yeah.
And so what we've done is we used some of their concepts because it's open. You can use them, and all the industry
And
people
it's not
are
like they have a patent or
No, no,
something.
no.
It's
Some
open to
open.
develop on it.
Yes,
Great.
yes.
Yeah.
But we've seen, okay, in between the insulation and the geometry of the tank, there's a lag simply because due to the ship and its fit,
Yeah.
it has to be different.
Okay.
And so we did it, and this is why it's bringing down the cost immensely.
Down.
Yes,
Great.
but still remaining the efficiency. Efficiency from NASA tank is not the problem, but the cost. And
The cost.
we still remain the efficiency, but at way lower cost.
So as I research, they says you're developing the 60,000 cubic meters.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm
Yes.
mistaken. Liquid hydrogen carriers, which is about 4,120 tons of liquid hydrogen per ship.
Yes.
So to put this into perspective to the another ships in the world, there was the first ever liquid hydrogen in the world. Japan's Suiso Frontier had a capacity of only 1,250 cubic meters. That means your design is roughly 60 times larger.
Yes.
So this is really huge implementation. So if realized, it could really dramatically reduce the logistic cost of a green hydrogen. The question here, Bol, how do your product stand out compared to the existing hydrogen shipping technologies? Is there something about the storage features or anything you wanted to highlight?
Yes, so I think generally speaking, it's the combination of highlighting the new ship design itself, which brings so much more features. I cannot tell all because
Yes,
it's so much.
Yeah.
You know, and putting this tank on it to make the product. And
Yeah, you can highlight one of two or three.
oh yeah, okay. So as I said, the hull. I would say the hull is like the main feature which comes. This is giving us so much advantage. And in the tank, it's the insulation, special insulation we have done, which is making us possible to cut down this cost. I think both of these I would like to highlight. And this is why we decided to go on 60,000. It's not too large, but still not too small.
Yeah.
So we can have like a middle-sized tanker for the start of,
Yeah.
of a new, let's say, industry, but still not too large, so we are not like flooding over the market, right?
Yeah, when I studied in the UK, the most common issue was like the storage itself, the handling liquid hydrogen at minus 253 Celsius is an already challenge even in small vessels.
Yes.
So how are you managing the boil-off losses and maintaining cold chain integrity at such a massive scale?
Yes, so first of all, we are using some of the off gas which we are having in the ship in the motor bags. So we are just venting it down to the propulsion system and just using it as a fuel, first of all, so which giving us advantage in fuel. But still the efficiency, or let's say the boil off, is so low due to our insulation and due to the cooling technology we are using, that we are having, or we are estimating 0.1% per day of boil off, which is on the same level as LNG is. And this is what the industry is looking for, basically. But this is done due to our insulation, due to different kind of structures we have integrated into the tank. And therefore, the boil off is just a result.
Okay, so you're considering the safety and compliance in all, like, worldwide?
Yes.
Because as research here, Sissio Frontier was built under Class NK and IMO interim recommendation for liquid hydrogen carriers. How does Hytra design address the same regulatory and safety benchmark?
So we are working, or we will be working very close with the Class and the IMO, as you said. And we are doing a lot of tests, especially in the next month, to get the safety procedures and, like, let's say, the instructions done, because this is very important. If there's anything, let's say, in case, we have to be safe. So, and this is why we are working, as Japan is doing, Kawasaki is doing with their ship. We are working very, very close with this.
The Kawasaki ship is a trial,
Yes.
or it is not yet implemented?
Oh, no, it's already there.
I think 2019, if they started, and then...
Yes, I think they built it 2 or 3 years ago, and they did a lot of work there, and we can always learn from it. And we are just, I would say, we are doing it better for sure, but still the safety things we can
Confidence here.
learn. A bit of confidence always has to be.
Yes, exactly. Great. And is there any other challenges instead of technical, or is there any challenges in business overall, the market acceptance?
So I think technically wise, I'm very confident that there will be no very huge, like, let's say, problem. There's always some small everywhere, but we can try to get it rid of. Like, the real problem, what we're seeing, and very honest, is the market implementation. So if the market is really open to a new kind of market.
So what's restrict the market implementation, you think?
They don't know us, I would say. No,
Great
but the real answer is the price is just too high at the moment. And we offer, for example, a very low price. I would not only say me, but, like, in general, price is too high, and this is why they are saying, okay.
So you started to do in the market with low price for now.
Yes.
So the others can also lower price, and then we can start the market.
Yes.
Like BV, for example, BV
correct.
panels.
And
Amazing.
same Western oil and gas, and we're trying to approach the same here.
Great, Paul. You really inspiring, I mean. And you recently secured a patent for liquid hydrogen tanker design from the German Patent Office in September 2024. And you're planning a separate patent for the storage tank itself. Question is, how is this early intelligence proprietary protection give you an edge in the market?
So I would say, and this tank pattern is already on the way, so we secured it. But until agency give out everything, it just takes some time. But still, we secured it. It's just being faster than everyone else, and we are. And the good thing about us is we have very small, let's say, communication channels. We are not just going through different departments, speaking about 5 months about it. No, we are just a small team, and we can act agile. So this is why it's very easy for us to do fast reactions, fast build-ups, and so on. And as I said in the beginning, we are taking risk, and this is where it's unique for us to be way faster than everyone else, and this is the USP.
Okay. Now, talking about the development stage and timeline, as I know now, we have 2 projects, the shipping and the storage tank. So what stage are your projects currently in? And when do you expect moving from patent and design into a detail engineering, shipyard contract and classification approval?
So in the next, let's say 6 to 8 months, we're going to finish the basic design of the ship and the tank, both. In this time, it will just flow. It goes hand in hand. This is why I cannot say it exactly, but in this time where the basic design ends, we're starting the prototype and all the testings on the prototype at the end of this design. And once this is done, we are just giving it to the class. Class will be most likely DNV for it, which is a ship class, certifies ships. It even certifies the one for Shell. and they will take maybe 4 months for getting this class approval. So first milestone is basic design, second one is class approval, let's say in 1 year from now. And once this is done, we are starting to go into detailed design. So planning every scratch on the ship, every metal plate, everything. And this will take another nine months from there. So let's say in 2 years from now, we will have a finished ship design and storage tank design, which we can bring on the market.
So in 2028, we can see the first 60,000 meter carrier.
Oh, no. Well, no.
Not?
Okay, and then after this design has finished, we have to go to shipyard and build it. And this will take another time.
Another year?
Yes, another year, 1 to 1.5 years.
Yeah.
And then we can see it, yes, in 3 years.
So in the coming 5 years, we can sum up. Great, really inspiring ball
Thank
here. Now let's talk about the cost and economics. Hytra has mentioned an ambitious target, transport costs of around $2 per kilogram of hydrogen for the first project, especially to Europe and North America. Question is, can you break down this number for us?
It depends on how you want it to be. Just simply, there is a very large block. When you see the full, let's say, liquid hydrogen chain, from production of hydrogen until the, let's say, end storage of hydrogen, unloaded, and for production, there is a very huge block, a huge percentage, which goes into transportation costs. And this is the market standard now is about $4 to $5 per kilogram, and so we're cutting it down by 50%. The block comes due to, or how we are achieving it is we're having very low costs in building the ships and the tanks, simply, and we are having this high efficiency. And so we can say, okay, because of this low cost, we can achieve it, simply. You know?
Is there any assumptions you have made through this $2 kilogram?
Yes. So, our first assumption is the $2. I don't know, I didn't understood the question, I think, right? But later on, even lower. But this is in the future. I will
in the future.
Yes, I will not say.
And is this include? This $2 just include? What I mean is the shipping lane or quay to quay, the full terminal integration?
Port to port, yes.
Yeah, port to port.
Yes.
Okay, great.
So even let's say the liquefaction is in that field, because most likely in port area liquefaction will be done. Later on maybe different, but at first. So from the liquefaction, or let's say all apart from production until offloading at the port, is this $2
price.
Yes.
Great. And how sensitive this figure you think to the energy prices, interest rated or insurance cost is effective? The sensitivity of this $2.
Yes, this is different. This is a field. Yes, I would say a bit. There's always, but I would say not too much. Definitely.
Great. Okay. Now we're reaching the last subject, which is the opportunities, funding, and partnership. Who are you working with today?
So we've got a huge investment, as many people may have seen, from Qatar investor, which is 10 million.
Yeah.
This is giving us runway for the development.
Yeah, 10 million euros, right?
Yes, 10 million euros. Sorry, yes, euros, yes.
Euros, yeah.
So, and this is giving us a lot of runway. And partners we are working with, I cannot disclose now because it's not open.
Yeah,
but
sure.
we do have some partners for production, especially here in the region. And we are right now establishing it. And we are right now on the way of getting first off-takers. But it's always a very hard process, as you know. So therefore, I cannot disclose officially.
That's okay.
Yeah, but still we are working with subcontractor, as I said, for development. But this is all, I would say, a bit more confidential.
Confidential,
Yes.
That's okay. So after 10, this agreement you have made with Doha to fast-track your liquid hydrogen. It was held May 11, 2025. What other partners are you seeking most, for general listeners? Is it shipyards, class societies, insurance, or off-takers?
I would say most likely off-takers, which are, and even production facilities here in the region. Everyone has, or even not in the region, maybe even in the world, it depends on what project they're having. We are very open to it, but most likely off-takers, because production side there's always some demand, but off-takers, people should take the risk, and this is why we would or not only, I would not say risk at this moment, but people should be open-minded to come into conversations. So most likely off-takers, and if there are some shipyards, we are in first conversations, but it's important. So if there are some shipyards around, whoever is listening, happy to get
to negotiate and discuss about it. And is there anything you want from the market, from Oman, from the Gulf to collaborate and make this idea work and even fasten the track less than 5 years?
Yes.
What things you think it's really needed in your business?
I think it's good to say that the first project start should be in 2029. The market is not yet ready, I think, in my opinion. So we should not rush things, but government should be open to do so. And this is what I really appreciate about Oman. Oman government is really, really open to just, produce it, go forward. And this is what I would like to see from the other governments here in the regions as well. Just be open for this kind of projects and have a look onto it. I think they do already, but being open for it.
Yeah.
And this is the most important case here, because then we can work on a very, very large industry.
Amazing. And how are you aligning these Gulf investment with Europe and Asia to build the full hydrogen corridor?
Corridor. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So I think, and this is what our vision is at the end. You should produce it here locally or in Africa, some states in Africa, and just putting it down to Europe and Asia at the end, because they got the same problem. And I would like to suggest to speak about Germany here, because I'm officially from it. We have very high energy prices. We got a lot of production costs, and this is never ever competing with Oman or let's say the GCC and some other countries. And this is why I think governments, and this is why it's so important with government speaking, to get laws done, to get on one hand and do these projects. And we try to not only align projects, but even to try to align governments to go with us and do this actually.
Oh, great! And as I mentioned before, Oman is always positioning itself as a global hydrogen hub. So where do you see opportunities here in Oman for Hytra to collaborate with? Is there a manufacturer, or just for logistic, or providing or selling your products here in Oman? So,
well, I think Oman has a very strong background with hydrogen for the production of hydrogen, and Asyat, the logistics company behind it. So
there is an episode about Asyat.
Yeah.
But it is in Arabic.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Well, I need some translation. I got some good friends.
Yeah, he talks about sustainability and hydrogen.
Great.
Stay tuned then.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, but I think where I see Oman is they are pushing their boundaries forward. They are open. So what I think is having an door opener with us, speaking with us about it, and making it possible simply. And even for shipyards, there is some good shipyards here. Well, we could do it.
Great, Paul. Finally, Paul, mashallah, as a young founder and CEO, what advice you can give to the next generation?
So for young people especially, I would say, because it's in the bottom of my heart, right? Yeah. When I started with this idea, a lot of people just told me, okay, you're too young, they underestimated me, and they were speaking like they were above me, actually. They thought they are just looking way down to me. And sometimes it's a motivation breaker, but I know there are very good ideas out in the world, and just, it always sounds the same, but really, I mean it really, just keep on forward, keep your motivation, and just do it. And then things will happen definitely, but put in effort, your motivation, it will be done. Is it just motivation, or is it time management, or is it what do you think the key factors of success here? It is motivation, I would say. Motivation? I hustled a lot. I put a lot of time, maybe more than you should. I was at night writing emails, speaking to people. But all of this is done by motivation. I wanted to get this introduction. I wanted to get this, blah, blah, blah. And I was always positive, not being negative. Always look forward. Always good energy. Yes, good energy. And then I think you can do it. If I just wanted to know, how do you spend your day? What time you wake up? What things you do? So generally, I'm a person who doesn't sleep a lot, but it's in the nature, so I got more time. So you're like an owl, like me? You do your work at the night? Oh, no. I'm sleeping at night, so But what I want to say is I'm only sleeping for 5 hours average because I don't need more, just simply. So I'm starting my day at approximately 5. So I'm just doing some. I like to eat breakfast in the morning. I don't like to do not do it. So
Great.
it gives energy, and I'm love tea. So I'm just drinking tea. It just calms myself down. Yes, I'm going then later on in the office, or like working remote for a lot of hours. You know, I'm in a lot of meetings at the moment, so I'm maybe flying around the world as well, but just working there straight 8 hours because I can work with it. But people may be different, so and then just taking a rest, a break. Maybe I can never sleep. You know, 24/7 business. But anyways. But at the end of the day, taking some time for yourself is very important because even though I'm young, but still now I got like at night when I can't sleep, and this I cannot do it. If I'm whole night like thinking, it's not good.
This is a great and really inspiring to have you here, Bol. And this is a successful story in front of me. I hope all the best in your business. And we can also introduce you after 5 years to see what things you have done so far. So can we expect to see Hytra at the Green Hydrogen Summit in Oman 2025?
Yes, so we are having a very huge expo booth there.
Okay.
And I will be speaker at some conferences. So anyone who's there, just meet us at our stand, or maybe when you see any one of us in person, just go there, talk with us. We are very happy.
Thank you so much, Bol, for joining us today. It's really amazing and inspiring. And yeah, this is the end. It was very fast and I really enjoyed the conversation. Hope you enjoyed the podcast as much as we did. I'm Iman Rabi'i, Renewable Energy Engineer. Goodbye.